Hello, this is Georgina Joy. I have been homeschooling my kids for the last 17 years, and I am here with a survival tip for you now that you are home full-time with your kids rather unexpectedly. Tanya posted a question about how to get a kid to persist with homework when it gets challenging, or it would simply be more fun to goof around. Tanya, I totally understand your predicament. I can tell you that with 4 kids around here for the last many years, there has been plenty of goofing around happening instead of getting their work done. So if you have work assigned from school during shelter in place, it can be a real challenge to motivate your kids to get it all done. For that matter, how can we get our kids to get anything done? I'm thinking about housework, personal hygiene, basic routine. What happens when they would rather goof around instead of get it done? I know for myself, I look at that resistant child and sometimes I think I'd rather just do it myself instead of facing the fight that it would take to get them to do it. So for household chores, that can work for a time, but after a while, I start feeling like a servant or a martyr, and that's not so good. And to add to that, I can't actually get their schoolwork done for them, so the solution doesn't really go very far. So what's the key? One of the big things we can do for our kids is to nurture a loving relationship with them. We want them to associate work and learning with warm, fuzzy, confident feelings rather than shame, loneliness, or separation. So, when there is work to be done, be with them. If it is schoolwork, sit with them, answer their questions, be at their side, encourage them. If a child resists in the moment, maybe it's time for something fun. Maybe run around the block, or do some jumping jacks, or play a game of tag, something together with them. And then, riding the wave of fun togetherness, sit down and do a bit of hard work. I have found that my kids stay focused on their homework so much better if I am present with them. As soon as I am on the phone, or checking my email, or starting to cook dinner, they're not staying on task. So when they need me with them, I try to choose an activity that helps me be more attentive to them while not getting bored myself, like crochet or coloring, any of those peaceful mindfulness activities that I could be easily interrupted from. Well, and what about housework? In this case, doing it with them is a great key as well, because doing it with them sets the foundation for success in the future. When kids have a positive experience with their parents doing housework, those chores get associated with positive emotions. Then, as they transition to doing the work on their own, they have the skills and they have fond memories of doing it with you, and they get the job done on their own. Can you imagine your kids doing housework when they are adults? Will they be doing the dishes and telling stories about how they were forced to do dishes every day and how miserable it was? Or will they be doing the dishes and telling stories about how many times they did the dishes with mom or dad and all the fun songs they sang or the goofy things they did together, all while they were working together with mom and dad? What legacy will your kids carry? Here's what I say, be present. Make it fun. It takes some effort on your part now, and it will be maybe a little bit longer to get the job done, but you won't have to do it that way all the time. Find patience. Use creativity. Pursue calm. In the end, your investment will pay off as you build loving relationships with your kids. Thank you for watching this video. If you post a question in a way I can see it, like in YouTube comments or in Facebook tagged with me, I will read it and try to incorporate it into my next video. Remember, you love your children and they love you. The effort you put into the relationship is worth it. May you find peace as you take your next step today.